All right. LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys, this video is going to be about advice, facts, and opinions, okay? Advice, facts, and opinions. Okay, on the screen, you see Chef Gordon Ramsay, okay? And I really admire the guy because he's made all of his millions of dollars because he has a passion for food. I mean, he loves food. He's passionate about making food taste good. And I like Chef Gordon Ramsay because he's brutally honest, okay? I like somebody who's brutally honest, but you know deep down under the honesty where he's being brutal to you, you can tell that he actually does care. Like, he genuinely does care about success. And if you ever watch the show, you know, Gordon Ramsay, he'll come in, these people, they want his help, and you have a lot of people that ask for his help that don't really want his honesty. What they want what Gordon got in his pocket and in his hand, but they don't want the honesty, the hard-blown truth of why you suck. And that's what it is. And I coach in a similar fashion. I coach like Gordon Ramsay. I coach. I mean, I've always been brutally honest. I've been brutally honest. I don't have a lot of athletes. I don't tell them stuff that they're not supposed to. I tell them what they need to hear. And if they can't accept the truth, then okay. Because I've been doing this long enough to know why you're not good. Like just the other day, I had an athlete, you know, she was in there and she was telling me, you know, I did this and, I did this in my old practice and see that seemed to work. I said, well, it didn't really work for you because you're still not doing very well. I mean, you're still stinking up the joint. And I told her this. And she kind of looked at me and she said, well, Coach, why did you say that? I said, because you coming up here with this nonsense. I said, how dare you come to me, okay? First of all, you coming to me all late, okay? I'm your last resort because all the other coaches that you tried, they couldn't get you the results, okay? They couldn't get the results. And now I'm your last hope, and you trying to tell me what works? I said, what you've been doing don't work. I said, that's why you here now. That's why we in this predicament. Because what you doing, I said, it sucked. And that made you suck. Now this kid cried. You know, I could care less about tears. I don't give a damn about tears. Tears don't move me. When people cry, that don't move me. It just don't. Because I only care about the brutal, honest truth. That's all I care about. And then I looked at it, I said, look, I said, once you get past your pity party, then I said, I got a solution. See, I said, I'm not just going to tell you that you suck and what you did suck without giving you a solution. I said, I'm finna help you solve your problem. I said, but don't ever come up to me with this nonsense about what worked for you in the past. I said, because it ain't working. I said, you're not even making it to state. I said, girl, you're not beating people on a regional level. I said, hell, you ain't even beating people in the city. I said, and you want to talk to me what worked for you? I said, none of that crap works for you. I said, your whole program sucks. And I put it just like that. And I do that. I'll do that in a minute to a child because you know why? Or an athlete. Because this generation, they need to hear the truth. They need to hear the brutal, honest truth. I mean, sometimes you can't be, all politically correct. You got to hear the brutal truth. And the brutal truth is, your crap stinks. That's just how it is. There are three things that people, okay, that I want to talk about: advice, facts, and opinions, okay? See, people want Gordon Ramsay. They want his advice, but they don't want the man facts. And the fact that when this man tell you that your restaurant is in dire straits and it's going to close, it's because you've been doing stuff wrong. The man is a millionaire. He's a self-made millionaire based off him being able to have a successful restaurant. So you would think that these idiots would listen to him. You would think, but no. And do you know that 90% of the restaurants that he go in to help, they fail? But it's not because of something he did. It's because of something that these stubborn-ass owners, that they don't want to do. And do you know that the 10% that are still around that he helped, you know that these restaurants are very profitable, that these owners are making money hand over fist, and that half of those owners, they've opened up a whole nother restaurant. They got two. Like, I didn't know that. When I started reading this, I'm like, the 10% of the people that listened to Gordon Ramsay, that didn't shut the doors, that kept on, like, and it used to amaze me, like, people, he'll have these people making more money than they've ever made, when he there. Like, they'll be making, like thousands of dollars in one night. And it's like they'll go back and do the same stuff that didn't work. I never understand that about people. Like, they want to do what's convenient. They know they're sitting there making money, and then you got some owners going back to their old menus. and doing stuff the way they used to do it. And then the restaurant ended up going under. And then they start talking about, well, Gordon Ramsay didn't help. No, he tried to help you. He tried to. But see, some people, they're too stupid to take good advice. And now that's what I get to. How many of y'all, somebody ever ask you for advice? They know you done been through an ordeal, a situation. They ask you for advice, but then they don't listen to it. I'm real careful about who I give advice to. There are only about 5 people on planet Earth that I'll give advice to freely. That I give it to them, and I give it to them from the heart. Now, if I make a video, and if somebody asks me for advice, I just make a video. But I'm talking about people that I'll take over, 2 and 3 hours to talk to. There are only 5 people on planet Earth that I will take 2 and 3 hours just to talk to them one-on-one, to give them advice. If they think I can help them, I'll do that. I won't talk to nobody else like that. I won't give them true advice because they don't listen. Most people don't listen to the advice that you give them. Even if they know that you know what you're talking about, they still don't listen to you. Because they feel like they don't have to listen. Because see, when you giving them advice, you telling them the truth, and you telling them, it's just like, that girl, that woman, they keep going back to the guy. Even though he cheating on her, but she still go back, and it's like, he gonna give you an STD. They don't listen. Then when they get an STD or get pregnant, ill-advised pregnancy, oh, they should have listened. It's too late. See, people give advice, okay? If you give people your advice that they don't ask for, they really don't want your advice. But if you give advice to somebody that asks, then you give it to them. But be prepared that the majority of the person don't listen. Now, this is going to bring me into my point. We're going to talk about facts, okay? See, you can give people factual advice. You can give it to them. I can also, I can change my opinion based on facts. But I'm never changing my opinion based on somebody else's opinion, okay? I'm not going to do that. And, even on this YouTube thing, it baffles me. It amazes me that, you have, when you tell somebody, look, this is my opinion, they don't give you any facts. They give you their opinion and say that your opinion is just, it sucks. And I tell you, anybody that tell me that my opinion sucked and their opinion is better, anytime they tell me that, I immediately cut off the conversation and I stop having long conversations with them. I figured out. See, if people that don't respect your opinion, they don't respect you. If they think that they can try to change your mind, okay, when you tell them straight up, okay, listen, yo, man, we disagree. Hey, we disagree. That's okay. No hard feelings. Listen, you keep your opinion, I'm going to keep mine, and that, hey, no worries. If they still try to insist that your opinion is wrong, I cut them off because they don't respect you. And when you give somebody facts, factual information, if you give them hardcore, I'm not talking about something that they came out, at the back of their ass. I'm talking about facts. You give them pure hardcore facts. I have a hard time taking a person seriously that try to debunk facts. I just do. They can debate them, but you can't debate facts. Okay, there's nothing. You can't debate facts because facts are the truth. If you have a fact, that's a truth. An opinion is not truth. If 2 people have an opinion, you got 2 people that disagree. And if you're trying to tell me that what I think is inferior to what you think, then what I think is I don't need to talk to you. And a lot of people, I just cut them off. And I've started to do more of this now this year. And I'm actually going to ramp that up, okay? I'm going to ramp it up. Now my conversations are going to be real short. Like if I tell somebody I believe in God and somebody try to tell me, well, I don't believe God real. Okay, that's fine. That's your opinion. I'm not going to try to change it. Listen, I'm going to think what I think. You think what you think. But if the person keep going on trying to tell me that God don't exist, well, I'm not listening to you because I believe that God exists. I believe that you're not going to change my view that God exists. Now, my fact come into this because and I know now next week I got to start that channel because I know that there are too many brains, there are too many minds in this whole YouTube. It's too many minds on this side of YouTube. They can't take this. They can't think outside the box. But if somebody telling me that, oh, well, ain't no God existing, God don't exist. You can think that all you want, but you're not finna tell me because I believe that I'm wrong and that's the wrong way to think. No. Nobody's going to tell me what I need to think. Nobody's going to tell me what I need to do. I mean, if it's a fact, I'm like, there's no fact. See, people, you don't have a fact that God don't exist. And I tell people that. How do you know God don't exist? How do you know he don't? I mean, we could go into this whole talk, but see, I'm not here to try to convince people that God exists. I know he exists because that's my view. That's my view. I've had experiences with God. So I know God, he's even talked to me in an audible voice. That's my view, and that's my factual, and I'm going to keep that, and I'm not changing. I don't care what a person types to me, and if they try to do that, I simply ignore, delete, or whatever, even in real life. If somebody ever stepped up in my space and tried to explain to me how God don't exist, I cut them off. I cut them right off, and then I don't deal with them. Because you're not going to tell me that my opinion is lesser than your opinion. I don't get that. An opinion is just that. It's just an opinion. But a fact is always the truth. If somebody's telling you a fact, that's truth. Now, some people like to make up facts. They like to make up the crap. But facts don't lie. Now, a person's opinion can be totally wrong. A person's opinion can be wrong, but that's their opinion. An opinion is what you think. It's something that you think. Some opinions are facts. Some opinions are not. Your opinion can be absolutely wrong. You can be wrong about it and you just be ignorant. Now, when you have ignorance, okay, that just means you don't really know. But when you understand, when you get knowledge, okay, well then you're okay. Because now you understand that your opinion now through knowledge, okay, now you have a fact. Okay? See, opinions can be, most of them can be refuted or not refuted. But I don't try to go and change nobody else's opinion. And I don't call nobody else's opinion stupid. I don't do that because it's disrespectful. But we got too many people, man, they run around and they think that it's okay to disrespect somebody's opinion because they can't handle that nobody don't agree with them. And people will tell me, well, Coach don't listen to anybody because, he don't listen to anybody else's opinion. Well, I got my own opinion. Why am I going to change just because I believe something and I don't agree with you, well, I don't listen. What kind of idiotic ass logic is that? I mean, I done already stated my case. I done already explained to you why I think a certain thing. That's it. That should be the end of the conversation. But no, we got too many silly people running around here. That ain't never the end of the conversation because they just so gung-ho bent on trying to convince you on something that they believe. It's all good. Sometimes I do change my mind when the facts hit me. If somebody hit me with facts and I go look it up, oh, wait a minute, it is a fact. Wait a minute, okay, well, my opinion, it was wrong, okay. Then, I'm apt to change. I don't say I don't ever change. I do change my mind, but when I have an opinion, when I've observed, and when I've done my research, and then I've come to my conclusion, no. Okay, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I've had too many experiences to do otherwise, okay? But people don't respect that, okay? People don't respect your advice. And when people don't respect my opinion, okay, now, I don't care if people disrespect my advice if they don't ask for it, okay? But if you ask me for my advice and then you don't listen, that's disrespectful. If I put my opinion out there and you tell me that my opinion is garbage, that's disrespectful. I cut you off. And I tend to have little to no conversation with those people. Or if I do, I'm real short with them. Or if I do, I'll toy with them and play with them, and then I'll either delete them or just do whatever. That's what I do. And I don't care if I disagree, I don't care if I don't like the person. Everybody entitled to an opinion. That's how it is. That's how it is. So guys, I hope that kind of makes sense. But you guys, you can tell me what you think. And I'm not going to, poo-poo your opinion. I'm just going to state mine. And that's just how it is. I'm done.